Welcome back. We are in the Chef Anthony Test Kitchen this morning with Chef Anthony himself from Pittsburgh High School, cooking with lamb today.
Yes, I'm excited. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Mary's a little mad at me, you know.
Well, you took her little lamb away.
That's right. Well, what I have is I have 2 pounds of ground lamb inside of my bowl. And I'm going to start with a couple of eggs.
So we're making meatloaf.
Yes, we're going to make a meatloaf. It's one of the most traditional, classic family foods that's out there, and it's something that you can change and doctor to fit your own needs and what your family's desire is. I like to stuff mine with mozzarella.
Ah.
So it adds a little bit of extra goodness to it. There we go.
My mom always added oatmeal to our meatloaf.
Oatmeal is used just as easy as the breadcrumbs that we're going to add to it. And it's very simple. It's just 2 pounds of the lamb, about a cup of breadcrumbs. I use panko crumbs because they stand up really well. And then 3 eggs and whatever seasoning of your choice is. So if you would like, dump some of those breadcrumbs in for me.
And another ingredient, always like when the ketchup bottle was running low and there was just a little bit left, it was time to make meatloaf.
Yes,
that went into the meatloaf.
That went on the sauce.
How much we're using of this?
Go ahead and keep on pouring, keep on pouring, keep on pouring. There we go. And you'll know if you add too much, you'll know to not add so much next time. But me, I kind of like to be able to see it inside of the meat so that you can actually tell that it has body to it. And you can actually see the breadcrumbs in the meat itself while you're mixing it. So you can get a really good idea as to if you need to add more. And if you break it apart, you'll see the breadcrumbs inside of it. The breadcrumbs are just to kind of hold some moisture in it. So, and then we season it up with whatever we like. I like to add a little bit of my favorite. This is a Kinder seasoning. It's really, 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 really good. And we're gonna just mix that on up in there.
Let me look at this one. It's smoked onion and jalapeno.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Of course you picked the jalapeno, knowing that I'm gonna try it.
And then we mix it up real good and form it into a bowl. This works great for like meatballs too.
So sometimes you add mozzarella to it too?
I'll add mozzarella when we roll it up in the next segment.
Okay.
But see, it also makes a beautiful meatball.
Okay.
So you can take the same recipe, you can turn it into meatballs for spaghetti or use it in lasagna. It's really good in lasagna.
I've cooked a lot of like ground meat with beef and like deer meat too. Is there do you have to do anything differently when you're working with lamb?
Not really. It works just as easy as working with ground beef or ground deer. The only difference is that it gives you a little bit different taste, a little bit different texture. The grind's generally a little bit finer, so it doesn't generally hold up real well for like chili. Okay. But you can use it for just about anything else. Lamb makes a killer burger. Yes. And you can take this and turn this straight into a burger patty. So good, so good. Drop it right on the grill. You'll be surprised at how flavorful lamb can be.
How lean is lamb compared to cuts like ground beef, or deer is really lean? Well,
when they grind, they make it whatever that they want it to be. So if you're looking for a fat concentration of 80 to 20, then it will be an 80 to 20, because that's the beauty of grinding meat, is you can add as much fat or as little fat as you want into it. So, but when you do grind beef, you do have to have, or grind any meat, you have to have some fat in it, but it's generally sitting next to you. And you'll just grind it right in there along with the meat and then mix it up real well at the end.
Okay.
This one's about an 85-15 blend, so we have a nice little fatty concentration to it. Works great for the meatloaf. And my students actually came up with this recipe. They've been working on it for 2 weeks now.
Okay.
So they had lots of different ideas that they wanted to do, but this one turned out the best.
That's good.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then when we come back, I'll show you how I roll it up and prepare it for the oven
and add the mozzarella cheese
and add the mozzarella cheese to it.
Looking forward to that. So we'll have you back in our Fox show when we do that.
Yes,
All right.
Of course.
Well, stick around so we can finish off our meatloaf later this morning. We'll be right back.